Hello, I'm Antandra, and today I'm going to show you how to make a bell sound that you'd commonly hear in kind of a chill trap, future R&B kind of vibe, future bass. So here's what it sounds like. By the way, the beat came from a Loopmaster's sample pack. It's a preview of the chill trap and future R&B pack. But we're going to be making this bell sound that's created with Serum. Alright, so that's the sound. So without further ado, I'm just going to create a new layer and then I mute that one. I'm going to pull down this part, copy it. Alright, I'm going to go into plugins. I'm going to find Serum and add that in there. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. To start, it's the default sound right now, so it's just a saw wave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the editor here, and I'm going to use this Additive Synthesis section. So I'm just going to add a bin right on the fundamental to create a pure sine wave. And next I'm going to start adding bends kind of haphazardly, because we're kind of going for a metallic kind of bellish sound. So we're just trying to add some overtones to give it some character. And we're kind of, every bend is going to be a little softer. We could even do some next to each other. You know, we could create a spike like that. So let's hear what that sounds like. Starting to get there. It's starting to sound kind of metallic. You can add some other overtones. So when you go every other bin, it kind of creates a more hollow sound. If you go every third, it creates more like a triangle wave type feel. And if you go every bin, that's more like a saw wave. So if you vary it up, it's going to give it kind of an organic, like it's resonating off itself in different weird ways. Or like the stick hitting the bell. Alright, so let's hear that. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the envelope out. So I'm going to just give that some release. And then I bring the sustain down, or the decay, that is. So that's a nice bell sound already. Then what you can do is give it some of that voicing if you want it to bend. So I checked the always box so that every single note, it'll give it some portamento, which I turned up almost halfway. Put it on mono. If you don't want it to always happen, you can just turn that off. And then say you wanted only certain notes to bend, you could just come in here to the editor and just overlap those notes. So if I just want this one, now if I turn off legato, it still has some attack. Like that. That's nice. Now I'm going to turn on the noise oscillator. I didn't even do this in the original sound that I played you, but I think it had a nice touch. So I'm going to bring in envelope 2 and put that on the level. And just give it a subtle bit of noise. And I'm going to bring envelope 2 down. I can go in here and find the right type of noise. So I'm going to go with this wind chime one, see what that sounds like. It gives it a nice character. If you want to get really fancy, you can even drop the envelope on the pitch. If I hold Option and Shift on the Mac and click on the pitch, it'll change from bipolar to whatever the other option's called. Let's see, we got, what is it? Bipolar or... yeah, you get the idea. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is just turn on this filter. And again, I'm going to put envelope 2 on the cutoff. Give it some resonance. And I'm going to go into the effects and then put on some reverb. You can use your reverb of choice. I don't mind the way the Serum reverb sounds personally. Just gotta play with the settings and get it how you like. I like a subtle reverb usually, although there are some cases where having a long tail would be nice. You can even give it some delay. Alright, also I gave a little bit of drive in the original sound. And you can choose whatever filter you like here. I like a lot of them. So that sounds pretty cool. I don't know how close that is to the original sound. Yeah, it's totally different, but I actually like it better. It's a little brighter. But it's just about playing with those settings. I showed you the techniques that I used. You're going to get a slightly different result every time. That's kind of the cool thing about doing it this way. Hey! Alright, so there's your future bass sound. Hope you got something out of this tutorial, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe as I have more videos coming, and be sure to check out my website, entendre.com. I've got tons of free music available, and some of it's for pay or name your price, but most of my music's free, so check that out, and thanks. Have a great day.